Hello, my name is Pia Hernandez. I'm a lawyer from Dominican Republic. I decided to do an MIM, which is a master's in management, because I wanted a change of career. I wanted to enter to the business world and start my own business. So I believe that the master's in management is a perfect opportunity for me to develop the business skills and knowledge, the business knowledge that I will need for pursuing my dreams. I decided Imperial because, first of all, I like the London. I like the city. I is an amazing place with a lot of cultures, a lot of things to do, and the university is one of the best in the world. And I think it will help me a lot in which what I'm looking for. And it has, besides a great reputation, it also has a great faculty that will help me to give me the best of me. And yes, were the reasons why I decided to do an MIM and in at Imperial College Business School.
Do you decide to do any other course except from MIM? So did you try and think about MBA or something else?
Yeah, I also decided a master's in finance and an MBA. However, the problem with the MBA is that I didn't meet the years of experience, because for the MBA people need to have like 5 years of work experience. So since I'm a recent college graduate, the master's in management, I fitted more in that profile instead of the MBA. In the case of master in finance, I didn't choose that one because I thought, since I'm want to run a business, I need like a complete general idea of how does a business work and how can I manage a business in general. And finance is just focused in finance, so I need like something broader perspective of the business world.
All right. So is there a particular expectation that you have from the Imperial course? I mean, since you joined.
Well, my well, yes, the expectations that I have of this course is that they will help me to find the area that would like to dedicate. I don't know yet if it's finance, if it's marketing, or if it's strategy. So I hope that in this master's I can find the area that I like the most.
All right. So basically, you're trying to focus on, what basically is the niche that you want to explore.
Yeah.
All right. So apart from, like, did you just wanted to apply in Europe, or did you consider schools in the US as well?
Yeah, I consider US schools as well, but I thought that Imperial was a better option than the US schools that I applied, because of reputation and because the schedule of the program, the curriculum, sorry, I liked more. So that's
Okay.
what I go with Imperial.
All right. Okay. So anybody who's trying to begin their master's journey, is there a particular advice that you'd like to give them?
Yeah, well, I think first of all, you need to choose a place where you like that you know that you will stay there a whole year, 2 years. So you need to like the place where you're going to live. Second, the curriculum, that's very important, because maybe it's the school of your dreams, but the curriculum, it's not like convincing you. So that's very important. Also, I advise them to do like a research before applying to each school. How is the alumni life there? How the outcomes of doing that master, if you can find a good employment after the masters and things like that, because that's really important. And in this specific area that you want to, like, for example, if someone is looking at a finance sector job, maybe that school is not that good with the finance sector job. So that's very important as well. So I think those are the main things that I will recommend someone before applying to a master's in a university.
Just out of curiosity, how long did you prepare? I mean, so what timeline do you think one should consider for applying? I mean,
A year.
A year. All right. So that includes your applications and your GMAT, GRE, and everything.
Yeah. For example, there are schools that are required GMAT, GRE, so you need more time. And even like if you're someone like me that don't have a business background, it will be more harder for studying for the exam. So I totally recommend, if you're like, it depends on your background, but I will say a year or more, like half a year before starting to apply. So you can you can prepare yourself great, and you can have like a great application, the strongest application. So I think that's the best option you can do.
All right. I think I pretty much covered whatever there was. Is there anything else that you think I missed? We can cover that.
Yeah, I will also advise those that think of applying to one school is that you just be yourself and don't try to be like something that you're not. Just because the school, at the end, what matters is that you need to demonstrate who you are. And if that school doesn't, maybe you think it's your dream school, but it's not. So just don't get caught up in one option. Look for different options, and you'll see that what is going to be for you will be for you.
All right. Okay. That's a very positive note to end the interview on. Thank you so much, Priya. Thank you for your time. I think we have pretty much everything. Yeah. Thank you.